I was replacing the handbrake cables and I noticed that the soundproofing material under the carpets were all wet, and it is kind of foam material which takes ages to dry. So I took the seat off and just cut the rear carpet, because this is a van conversion and it doesn't have rear seats, so it doesn't have to look great. And I was looking for any help on the internet, and two things came up, and one was that the panel inside the door, or the metal door card, is leaking, and it is leaking on this car as I was just hosing the car, and immediately there is water coming from under this door card. But there was only tiny bit of water on here, and it wasn't getting in the car, although there is some evidence that water has been dripping down here. But now I didn't get any water getting down here. But I was looking for more help, and some people had posted photos of this section. This is the lower portion of the A-pillar, and someone said that they had water coming from here. And as I looked down here, there is also a trace of dirt, indicating that some water has came from here. And if I probe this hole with my fingers, there is water in there now. So there is definitely a leak on the upper portion of this A-pillar. This windshield was replaced 1 year ago at a local garage, and these trim pieces were installed in a very awkward way, which makes me think if the glue is also, there's something wrong with the glue joint of the glass. I already checked that the drain pipes under here are open and they are working fine. So it must be the glass or the sealant on some of these spots over here. The smoke machine would be really useful here, but I don't have one available, so I will just pour some water below the windshield. So maybe if I get water down the A-pillar, then I will start searching for leaks over here. So I didn't get above this section here, so the windshield is now out of the question. Now let's see if the water amount has increased. Oh yes. Now the good news is that it isn't the windshield. So I just have to figure out now which of the joints is leaking. Thing I noticed that there is a very large gap on the joint over there, and I'm not sure, but it doesn't look like it's damaged or anything. It might have looked like that since this was new. Maybe I should check that next. And now we have water, lots of it. There is a hole in there, but I don't see the zip tie under there, so it must go into this box section, and but I think I should seal that as well, because it isn't good to have water in there either. The main suspects, as I said earlier, are these holes. This and maybe this one. This is the very edge of the sheet metal. So I cleaned all the most suspicious looking spots and applied the sealant. Now it is drying overnight, and tomorrow I can test this. Now the problem areas are sealed and painted, and I can do the next leak test. Okay, I think I have managed to fix the leak. I don't see any water in here, which is fantastic. I just can't believe that the original joints had so large gaps and obviously were going to leak. Maybe it started leaking more after the corner piece here was badly installed, so it increased the amount of water pouring over the holes here. And finally the trim piece is installed. I managed to bend this back and put some hot glue on this corner so it is glued to this seal over here. It might be also a good idea to reseal the speaker, as there was actually some water where the speaker is, and it looks like this is the drain hole for the water and also a alignment hole for this pin. But anyway, this is as crucial seal as the main seal over here. Now you might want to undo these window rails from this door card or door panel. It gives some extra room. I have now scraped most of the loose old foam-like sealant, and now I can apply new sealant starting from here. The upper seal is not leaking, as it is kind of not possible. So starting from here and going around up until here, it should do the trick. Now it is the next day, and I let it dry overnight because there was some water after that leak test. But now the sealant has been applied, and I am pretty sure that it isn't leaking again. Now these two leaks are fixed, and I can start putting the interior back together. Thank you very much for your time watching, and I hope someone found some use of this video.